Tomas, congratulations
Thank you.
for making it to the quarterfinals here in Memphis. Tell me a little bit about the match. The first set, you dropped the first set and came back and won the next two. What was it about the first set? Was it a kind of feeling each other out, or were you... Tell me about the first set.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I would say from my side that I saw it. I would prefer to not playing first matches because I'm kind of a guy who likes to sleep, and sometimes the first matches at 10 o'clock are a little bit tricky for me, and that's maybe what happened today. But I was a little bit sleeping on the court now, but it's just on the easy way. I mean, Michael was playing really well. I mean, he just plays solid. He was playing without the mistakes, and really, he just gave me so much pressure, and I started to make mistakes. So, then it quite changed in the second set. I started to serve pretty much better than the first set, and it just turned to my way. I get some chances, made a break, and then just starts to go. He starts to make more mistakes, and then I start to play my tennis, and that's the way what I want to.
Tell me about the height difference. I mean, how tall are you?
Well, I'm 194, 95 centimeters.
And he, he's 5'8". Does that play a big role in tennis, or is it more the skill level? I mean, I would think it would play a big role.
Well, it's really tough to say because I have some advantage which I'm using my tall and everything, and he's got all others what I don't have. When he's smaller, then he can move much better on the court. He can stay lower. He can play longer rallies, and moving much better on the court. So I think it's just halfway what's my advantage is, and halfway what he can bring with his body to the tennis. So maybe in generally then it could be a really disadvantage. But let's say take it for one match. If he play with me or if he play with some other tall guys, I don't think it's play a really big role.
The Racket Club here in Memphis, it's kind of unique in the sense it's a private club. You're making your debut here this year. Tell me about playing for the ATP Tour in a private club this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's pretty nice for me to be here. It's another new experience for me, because if you play a couple of years on the tour and then you still can get the options to go some new place and play tennis on different cities, and especially here. It's really unique, because normally if you play, let's say, indoors, it's kind of like just big indoors where just temporary build some tennis courts or something like that. And this one is, this is really unique that you play on different place, and it's really kind of like family atmosphere here, and it's really nice.
You're looking for your 6th ATP World Tour title. What would it mean to win here in Memphis?
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be one of my biggest so far, but still, it's so many matches to go, and I just won my 2, and just facing my next opponent in the next round, and that's what I need to just focus on, and that's it. Take match by match, and just looking forward to that. But of course, if I can see to be here, sitting here as a winner, it would be fantastic.
Last question. How happy are you with your game right now? Are you working on anything? And tell me where your game stands right now.
Yeah, well, I would say that so far, let's say the years before, I had a game when I could play really great tennis, and then just come to the tournament and just lost to the guys who were ranked below me or something like that. Just something really like up and down. And so far this year, only beside one tournament, which I'm really sad. It was in Australian Open. I lost second round, but so far everything's going pretty well. Trying to beat all the guys who are lower on the ranking than me, and that's really important. Just keep the consistency of the good matches, and then get to the really top players, and you can get a chance. And that's the way how you can really move on the ranking higher.
Your next opponent is Ernest Gulbis. Tell me about him.
Yeah, well, I played him last year in Washington. It was in the summer, and yeah, I mean, he's a tough opponent. It's a young guy. He can really hit hard shots, and yeah, I mean he has to play really well. He beat Radek Stepanek in the last round, and yeah, it's always really tough to play against these guys, serving well. Here in indoors it's going to be really fast, and well, I'm really looking forward to this match, and I hope I can go through.